How's it going, guys? We're back today again with another amazing client of mine. Stuart's a working men's coaching client. I started in Focus Gym back about 2 years ago.
Yep.
You've training in Focus Gym quite a while now.
Before last year, training coming in for sessions.
2020, start of 2020.
Yeah.
Stuart's on with me tonight just to really talk about his amazing physique, as you see it in the. This isn't somebody's odd random photograph. This is Stuart in the TV, and I'm just going to introduce you to Stuart here, and Stuart's going to let us know when you started with me and what you do just for work, Stuart. What you do with your day-to-day life, and then we'll just get started on it.
Okay.
Go on ahead, Stuart. Just whenever.
So it's probably about last year, around about last May, I think I started the programme, but I'd kind of spoken to you before.
Yeah.
Before then, just about coming on and starting.
You were a gym member.
Yeah, I mean I've been using
quite a
the
while
gym for some time, and different gyms, different places.
Yeah.
And then this pandemic thing started up end of March last year. I think it was actually end of March or
Yeah, it
April.
was.
I was chatting to you, and I was like, yeah, I want to get stuck in and get
the head down.
some training done. But then I was working at home full time then, so it's like, yeah, I need something else to.
And you were training.
Yeah.
You've been training quite a number of years.
Yeah.
But you first engaged with me. You really wanted to see the progress. You were you were doing the work.
Yeah.
But you didn't see the actual. I want to get to a certain stage.
Yeah, I mean I've been doing training for a while, and it was just I kind of knew how much effort you had to put in, and I enjoyed training.
Yeah.
So that wasn't the hard part, but it was just getting the consistency and getting. I kind of really wanted to get dialed into it.
Yeah.
Start kind of grind out.
So was the consistency? What would it have been for you that you see now that you needed more of?
I think it was just using that focus and getting a kind of plan. I think when I have no plan,
Yeah.
it's easy to drift off.
Yeah.
Or I sometimes find it useful to check in with somebody, or somebody's like and give you feedback on your progress.
Yeah.
Or you're just doing it yourself all the time. It's kind of hard. Like you could look in a mirror or take a photograph.
You don't feel like you're making the right.
You don't see the changes, or you don't feel if. It's hard sometimes to know what way you're going.
Yeah.
Or there's areas you can improve on, but it's hard to look at that yourself and
And
see
judge it for
where,
yourself, and then see what you have to do to keep changing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And as I say, you were training for a good number of years, and we first engaged. We engaged a few times in the gym. Like I've seen you in the gym, and I was like, "Oh, how are you getting on?" And you were telling me how you were getting on. You were training with other coaches and stuff, and you were getting on good. But then we chatted whenever you actually approached me about coaching, and you were like, "Right," and I was like, "Right, what is the goal? What is the goal?" And I looked back today through my messages, for our very first messages, and I was like, "You were starting the program, and you were like, you messaged me, when's the October photo shoot?" Right or wrong?
Yeah.
Like that was about the third message after you started the program, and I was like, right, this man, because the program is 6 months whenever you start with me,
Yeah.
and I was like, right, okay, and that was about just before the 6 months. It was about what, 4 months away.
Yeah, about that. Yeah.
Yeah, it was about 4 or 5 months. I was like, nah, this can be done if the head's in the right place.
Yeah.
So what made you want to take that decision and be like, I want to do this?
Yeah, I just find it as a good achievement challenge, and it gives me a better sort of drive.
Yeah.
Again, focus. I can dial into something, like an outcome.
Yeah.
And objective, and I just want doing it for myself, to make myself feel better. Having a good achievement for myself as well.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I can do this.
And is it something that you was burning in the back of your mind you always wanted to do, or did it just?
No, it was only after I started the training, I was like, I'm really enjoying this consistency and getting improvements, and you're sort of stacking these training sessions up every week and seeing improvements.
Yeah.
And I was doing the sessions in here, and I was topping up, adding more sessions on top of the class sessions as well.
Yeah.
And it's like, this is going well. So it's like, do you know what, that'd be good, be cool.
So
if I could get.
You got the consistency.
Yeah.
With the training, and then with the consistency, gain more confidence.
Yeah.
With the confidence, you're like, imagine if I kept this up for the next 6 months, you could be ready.
Just want to smash it out and
Yeah.
look good and feel good about it.
Yeah.
Just for myself, and a good achievement.
Yeah, and we have done that a
Yeah.
number of times now. Why was it so important to you to get a coach? Why was it so important to you to like get started with a coach?
I think it's just someone having that experience and knowledge of, because everybody's has different opinions and feedback and stuff. And there's
Yeah.
lots of people who use the gym, but they don't actually know kind of what they're doing, or it's hard to get that feedback from people. And then working in a group as well, it's good to have someone there you can spot weights and improve weights. A lot of time you can get stuck in the same sort of level of weight.
Yeah,
Not anyone to help you out or kind of spot weights and or just encourage you to lift more and do or better techniques, improve.
yeah,
Or your kind of work that you're doing already, but it just needs tightened up and improved. So it's, and a coach gives you more accountability, and I kind of wanted that feedback in terms of like nutrition as well was something I was really interested in, because when nutrition wasn't great, I didn't really have any good knowledge of how that all worked.
yeah.
Really, what I kind of ate on and off was
Before you
okay.
started, what would your nutrition have been like?
It was probably like, I mean, I'd have consistent meals and stuff, but probably like a lot of times the weekend it's a weekend you
Lose focus,
yeah, it looks focusing kind of rubbish the weekends, or
Yeah.
you binge out and stuff.
and the goals, like the photo shoots that we've done, give you that wee bit more focus to be like, look, I'm doing this for a bigger purpose.
Yeah.
I'm doing this for me. That's what I seen with the nutrition for yourself. It was like, you like what do you feel like all through the trainings, through the weekly meetings, the Zooms, because there's a lot of conversations on over this past 2 years,
Yeah.
and a lot of education. What would you see the biggest transaction is for you that you made?
I think honestly the nutrition was a big thing for me. Like it was like knowing the different values and how you can scale it up and scale it down,
Yeah,
but improving the content of what you're eating. Like I would, those times you'd eat, say you put in a bag of Doritos
yeah,
in the tracker,
yeah,
that would come up and give you like, say it's, I don't know what, there's like 700 calories or something in a bag, or
yeah,
if you could balance that out to your average day,
yes,
it's a lot.
aye,
And then if you back that up over so many days or whatever, that's a lot of work to sort of balance it out. A lot of
Yes.
training. My work's is sort of sedentary, so you're just sitting
yeah.
in an office chair or whatever all day. So
You're,
it's
so you're sitting 90%
you're
of
not
the
burning
time.
it off, like you're working outside.
Yeah,
So it was interesting, and then it was interesting in terms of the quality of the food, like your protein. So I eat a lot of stuff, a lot of foods, and then when you look at the protein content, it's like low.
yeah,
Unless you might have like your main dinner is like maybe meat, chicken or a steak,
yeah.
maybe.
So your
But a lot
protein.
of the other time was just like carbohydrates. They're high, and you've got really low protein, which is probably pretty common in most people. Everyone seems to be a lot of refined carbohydrate type stuff,
Yeah, so
bread and lots of bread and cereal type stuff.
Yes.
Easy food to eat when you're sitting about.
so a lot of snacky type
Yeah.
stuff, and then whenever you get into it, you were like, right, okay, what do I need to be eating?
Yeah, and get stronger and having that,
Physical change.
and having the protein high enough.
Yeah,
Sort of fuel that change and keep you strong.
yeah,
And just, I think it helps everything, like repair and improving recovery and not getting injured and stuff like that.
So about that, like the nutritional change, what would a day in your life been without a coach compared to now, and taking control of your own nutrition now?
I think without a coach before, I would make an effort into trying to home cook and stuff like that, but a lot of time it's easy just to slide a lot of time,
Yeah,
because you're not having like an end. I didn't feel like an end goal,
Yeah.
end goal.
or check-ins,
Yeah,
or
so I couldn't see where I was aiming for, or I didn't know what I could aim for, that kind of thing.
yeah,
So sometimes it'd be like super organised, and other times not so much, and your food tends to slide a bit, or a few days, but you don't have any idea where you're kind of on that scale of things. And then when I joined Focus, we started doing a little tracking. You can slide a couple of days, but you were because you were tracking it, you can then work that out and say where I'm at, or how much over is that, and then you can balance it out. You can train more, but you know where you're at, like you know exactly.
yeah.
where you
You're actually keeping a tracker of your nutrition now,
are. Yeah.
which then doing that give you more confidence to the gains you were making. You were getting leaner.
Yeah.
You were doing your 2 weekly check-ins. You were doing your form, following your form. All these wee things you knew in advance.
Yeah.
Right, I'm checking in next weekend, and I know that.
And it's like educating about food as well, because you kind of then you can go out for dinner and look at food and you kind of like know, right, that's going to be like 1,000 calories.
Yeah.
500 calories. I'm not counting, I never counted calories as such, but you can see stuff for what it is,
Yes.
and I'll still eat it,
You're more aware of it.
but I'll just be like, yeah, I'll eat one of them, but I'm not going to have tons of that.
Yeah. You're not going to restrict yourself,
Yeah.
but you're not going to overindulge in it.
Yeah, and if you do, then I know how much that value, how much it is, and it's like, okay, I'm not like, it's no big deal.
Yeah.
But it's not going to happen all the time.
So, yeah. So say you did like have a relaxed meal, and we had a lot of relaxed meal over the past couple of years, and still it's able to achieve the results, because you can live with the Doritos and with the pizza and with the odd Chinese and bottle of wine or whatever, beer or whatever. Like, you are a perfect example of that, and it's not about restricting that for you, and it never was.
Yeah.
Yes, we have to dial in for the photo shoot now and again, but in order to gain the physique that you gained, we had to have them relaxed meals to keep the stress down, hormone regulation. Right or wrong, would you?
Not 100%, because there was times of just running low a lot of the time, and just everything. I think it's just work and life and everything. Maybe it's not as tired, and then it's not getting enough sleep, and then sometimes you can just have a big feed, a big meal.
Yeah.
No matter what it is, a bit Chinese, like kind of levels it when you feel good, right?
Yeah.
Actually, sorted for a few days or that week.
So
it just sort of like
balances you.
Yeah, it just balances you out, and it's just like a kind of letting off steam or something.
It's like going to the gym and like reset yourself.
And I think as well, it kind of taught me a bit more about kind of how it all works, the physiology and everything. So say we're eating a load of rubbish, and then but I know I can cut that down or delete that off with training, and food again management, and you can just go back in, but I know how long that's going to take roughly, or depending how much effort you put in, and to balance that out. So
your actual thought process of the nutrition has completely changed.
I think it's just like educational, I guess.
I
feel more educated in terms of
more aware of, number one, calories. Calories in versus calories out, which is calories out is training, walking. You do a lot of walking.
I try. It's hard sometimes just working on the computer all the time, but I try and get out.
At the weekends you do a lot of walking with your dog, 2 dogs. You do a lot of walking, and I see a lot of your stories. You like taking the photographs and stuff out.
I love just going out and doing stuff outdoors at the weekends, take my dogs out. It's my kind of way of just chilling out and just relaxing. It clears my head of everything. Just it's just like an adventure, going out and seeing different stuff and just getting out and about.
And that's the cool thing about it. Like, you took on the program in a very good lifestyle way. It's like, you don't have to go to the gym and do an hour's treadmill. Like, did I ever put you in an hour's cardio every day for weeks and weeks?
No, I don't think I've done any cardio in the gym.
I want you to say it again. Talk on the mic, Stuart. What did you say?
I don't think I done any cardio in the gym. I did my own cardio outside. I mean, I had a bike in the house. I'd do
but a spinner
cardio in the house. It wasn't even a spin bike. It was just a mountain bike. But just do a steady pace.
Yes.
But it was easy because like, you know what? I've got put a TV up, put on Netflix. Shows are say 45 minutes, 50 minutes.
Documentaries.
30 minutes. I've watched piles of stuff. But the subtitles can be noisy. And then just cruise and just relax. It's not going hell for leather. It's just cruising steady. Some days, I'm soaked to sweat. Other days it's not as much, depending how I'm feeling.
Guys, that's a big tip. If you're sitting watching TV now, watching this, get a bicycle under the living room and then end up getting a photo shoot, I guess. But this takes a lot more than that too.
But that was the thing for me. Like, I don't enjoy running, whether it's outside or on a treadmill. I don't enjoy running, but the bike was okay. But even in the bike, and it's like, it's too much hassle to go out and cycle outside. I hate cycling roads and cars and all that. I was like, I finished work in the house and I can just jump on the treadmill for 45 minutes. I was like, I'm going to be watching TV at some point anyway tonight. So this is like my chill out time, but I just put on a show. And I can just tick it off. And it's like, for me, that's easy. Do
you light the fire and get a better sweat on or anything like that there? I know you've a sauna in the house too. So you do a bit of sauna work too.
I love it. Sauna's great. It's
that's more downtime, relaxing.
It's like a recovery thing.
But
that was the best thing.
Yeah.
best thing. I feel it's like a total recovery thing. I catch up and just watch some shows or
Yeah.
listen to some audio podcasts and things, and just relax. But it helps you, like your heart rate goes up. And
Yeah.
you just feel like you feel super relaxed.
Feel detoxed.
Great sleep after it.
Get a good sweat.
Oh, amazing.
What would you do in the sauna? Would you like how long would you do in the sauna? What would you do, like rounds, or would you do like 1/2 hour stint, or?
So I'll probably put it on when I'm on. Say I'm on the bike, I'll just fire up the sauna. So when I get to it, I'll go up to like 65 degrees.
Yeah.
For the infrared, but I'll go in for just like 30 minutes or something, 40 minutes. Sometimes just depends.
One
on
off stunt, just
Yeah.
140 minutes.
Yeah. If it gets too hot, I'll just crack the door open a bit.
Yes.
And let it cool off, but just just in there, sort of chilling out.
Get a good
winding
sweat
down.
on.
Yeah. But I'll just go in one stint.
Aye.
I think when I got it at first, I was in twice a day in the morning.
Aye.
When I
You
got
excited?
Yeah. When I got up in the morning before work.
Put it on.
Yeah. And then at night time after training.
Yeah.
Or just especially nights, the winter nights, it's the best thing.
So it sounds like you've really like that was you got that sauna during your program too, didn't you?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I was supposed to be on holiday that year,
Yes.
so that was. I didn't get to go on holiday because of the pandemic, so
Aye,
I got that instead. I had a room I wasn't using, so I just
that was a good investment.
turned into that. It was best.
And
investment.
plus the sauna's there, like you can always resell it, so it's an investment.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, brilliant. And obviously, like that's a big breakthrough. The fact that you just said you've done these 2 photo shoots with me so far, and you've done no cardio in the gym. Like that's basically my goal. My clients is to get them training in the gym whenever they need to be here, like weight training. They're doing the physique coaching, and then doing their cardio in their own time. Like if it is the walking,
Yeah.
I do a lot of hiking. I do a lot of hiking. I'd rather do 1 4 hike a week as come to the gym 4 times a week to do 1 hour's cardio.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. So if you're watching this now and you're doing like half an hour every day going to a gym or this gym or whatever gym, it's like right, okay, do 3 hours with your family, walk, go with your brother, go with your uncle, a walk, a hike. You're burning the same calories.
Yeah, and it's
calories in, calories out.
yeah, and for me it was making something that's kind of boring as easy as possible. I just wanted
Cardio was boring, what you're saying.
I don't like out doing kind of team sports and stuff. So it was, for me,
Yes.
I just wanted something convenient after like working all day in the house
Jump on the bike,
and jump the bike
jump in the sauna,
and jump in the sauna. So I
jump
mean,
in bed,
Yeah,
and watching TV the whole time. You must
Aye.
get through some programs.
I watched some shows like this year,
Aye.
last year,
So
but I enjoy that. But it's like, I can't. That's why I find cardio boring because I can't jump on a bike or a treadmill and just sit and look at a blank wall or and I was like, I need to make this as fun
There has to
and
be
as
some-
easy as possible.
the 40 minutes goes on like an hour or whatever.
Amazing. And I watched like any UFC fights the weekend. I won't stay up
You
watch
watch
them.
them.
I have them all. I can just sit and watch them. So I watch all that stuff. So I just got a TV like that, set it up on the wall, have the bike there, and just turn
Just
lights
walk
off
away.
and turn the sort of back room into a gym, and just have it in there. And it's the best thing ever.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't use it until I got the TV up, everything set up. But it's
The biggest thing I like about this is the fact that you've got all this stuff structured. It's like, there's my coaching, there's my training program, there's my nutrition, I've got that dialed in through your Fitness Pal or my app or whatever, your check-ins, your cardio, your sauna, and your catch-up and all the TV programs. It's like you've got everything like the way essentially most people want life.
yeah, and it's stuff I like. Again, I like watching TV programs and all this stuff.
Yeah.
You know, I enjoy it. So
You like
can't-
the UFC because of the jiu-jitsu side of it.
It's great, yeah, and it's because it's late hours at the weekend. I
Yeah.
try and I'd rather go to my bed
Aye.
and then watch it and what works for me. So I'm
Yeah,
trying to
your
just
body clock times.
I'm just trying to make everything work for me and
Yeah.
just in the best possible. Make
Possible.
the most use of my time, you know, because my work times can vary. It can be just whenever I start work. Could be from 8 o'clock, work to 5. It could be later, depending what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And I spent a lot of time in the house. Obviously, last year was even probably worse with the start of the whole pandemic thing,
Yes.
where everybody's actually
You're
locked
in
down.
you're actually in the, but we were basically in the house for 8 months,
Yeah,
wasn't it? It
Yeah.
was pretty
it was kind of intense.
extreme.
So I was like, I don't know what way this is gonna go, but I'm
Yeah.
gonna get everything kitted out in the house the way I want it.
Yes.
And then this year's it's just kind of.
And you were working from home the whole time from the start and still are.
Yeah, I mean, I was got an office in Derry a couple of days a week, maybe before this start happened, and then when I was full time in the house after that, and still full time in the house. We're not really going back to office. You can go in if you really want to, but
Aye.
I'm not driving to Derry.
And what is it you do for work, Stuart, just for the viewers, just to let people know like what type of work you're doing, because there are a lot of people will be doing the same type of job, like.
Yeah, so I work in IT. So I'm supporting kind of cloud technology for different companies.
Yeah.
Sort of private and public sector companies. So
it's a lot of time in front of a computer.
yeah, that's you know, Monday.
Many hours a week or a day would you spend in front of?
Our normal weeks it's at 38 hours a week, but I do overtime and on call and
Yeah.
stuff like that as well. So, and then sometimes you run over and you're trying to get stuff finished, like most
Organised.
jobs. Yeah, you're just trying to get stuff finished up with sort of deadlines, or there's dates you have to have things in place. And
Yeah, and you can, like, a lot of people have a job that is at a desk, or like me, I'm a very similar. Like, yes, I coach people and I'm on the floor, but it's like you can get your nutrition and food in order, your training in order. Like, many sessions a week do you do in the gym as well?
I think it was. So I was doing three classes a week, and then try and get in really kind of three times
other
myself. Yeah, I would sort of try and. It's like my reset. It is my reset time. So if I'm in the house, if I'm up, especially these winter nights, you're up. Say you start work at 8:30, it could be like 9, 9:30, just depends, whatever. And then at lunchtime, it's my kind of get out time, because I need to get away from the
disconnect.
Yeah, and you don't see anybody because I'm in the
You're in the
kitchen all
house,
day.
yeah.
So I make a point, either take the dogs out at lunchtime, we go somewhere, or I'll come to the gym.
So that midday is like a reset button.
Yeah, I've just kind of made a point, not have meetings and stuff at lunchtime.
What's the days like that you don't do that reset, do the walk, or do you mostly get it every day?
If it happens where I don't go out, it just kind of work can get too busy. You overwhelm with stuff. You're trying to do too many things.
You're not getting anything done, but you're doing everything. But
you're not taking a break, and I'm not getting lunch till 3 o'clock because I've been sitting in meetings or doing something else. And
yes.
Whereas now I kind of drop my own rules for what way I work in work.
Yes.
If I'm taking lunch, I'll take it. If it takes a longer lunch, then I can work later.
Yes.
And I have done. So it just kind of balances out. It's.
Yeah, you want the work to work for your schedule.
Yeah.
Not you work all the way around.
As long as I get my work done, it's fine.
Yeah.
Nobody's checking you at 9. Nobody's expecting you to be at a place at a certain time. You just get it done.
It's done. So we done our first shoot. You started in March time 2020, and we done the first shoot in October 2020. Explain that first run up to the shoot, like your the physique, the nutrition, the mindset side of it, because it's the first time you ever done a photo shoot. This is obviously Stuart's second photo shoot on the screen as you see it. I can bring up the first one here now. How was that?
So the first one, first one was a lot different from this year's one.
That was the first one there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's pretty good too.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. It's such a buzz when you get to the end point.
Yes.
On the way through that, it was just really. I enjoyed it because you've got like a time scale, and it's really
countdown.
Yeah, and it's like at the sort of further end of the time scale, you're kind of like a bit more relaxed, and you're not.
Yeah.
And then by like the bit where I always get to a certain point with things where I'm like,
let's go.
Yeah, I have to crunch it. Let's get dialed in. Like right.
When did that start for you? When did that switch flick?
I think it was maybe in 8 weeks, maybe, or around about 8 weeks. And I was like, I think I was chatting to you and Curtis as well, and I was like, right, I'm gonna have to get like real dialed into this. And like, so I just wouldn't let myself off with any excuse. Even the cardio would be like right, I've not done any today. Weekend or something. Could be like a Saturday night or Friday night. And I was not going anywhere because we're at home. So I was like, right, it's 11 o'clock. I'm just gonna smash this out. Like,
what else?
If I don't do it, then that's not done. What else am I doing? So I was like, let's just smash it out. Show on.
Yeah.
Done. right, get up the next day, get my training in. So it was like, it was a good buzz, like, and it all.
That sort of
And
made
it's
you.
changing my mindset.
It pushed you to get into a routine.
Yeah.
The photo shoot actually pushed you to get into a good routine with yourself because you knew the clock was ticking, and if you kept just going in the way you were going, like putting it off, I'll not get it today.
Yeah.
It'd be like, right, okay, 6 months has passed, me still haven't done a photo shoot. Or you really took it on board.
Yeah, I like it because it's so easy to coast and stuff in
Yeah.
life with everything or anything. It's like, oh, I go to the gym. Yeah, it's like, how many times you speak to people and like, yeah, I go to the gym, I train. You're like, yeah, but
That's it.
you look the same like from every day for every year.
Yeah.
Or we don't look any better. Maybe you don't look any worse.
Yeah.
But you might still be training, but you're not really focusing on.
You're not giving it everything you can.
You don't have any goals in terms of what you're doing. You're doing it because you think you should train.
Should do it.
Not because you have to enjoy it. I think make it enjoyable.
Yeah.
For me anyway, it's like make everything a game, like something you enjoy. Otherwise,
what was
if
it?
you don't like something you don't want. Why would you do it?
Exactly.
It's like,
yeah, you set the goals in order to help your belief system as well, but also like as if, right, okay, there's a challenge.
Yeah.
There's a challenge, and I know inside there's a voice saying you can't do it, you're not going to make it, but at the same time there's another voice saying, let's go, Stuart, let's get on that bike, let's go to the gym at 6 o'clock in the morning, let's eat this nutritionist prepper meals.
Yeah.
And that voice was just stronger.
Yeah, and had to be, because I think when I trained in the past, my mates, we were like, even at uni, we were like super competitive, and it was at that point we would challenge each other. We all lived together.
Yeah.
So you get home from like uni, and you're like, oh mate, like, oh, I've just done 5k, went for a swim, and like, right, and just back in the gym as well. I'm like, right then, I'm away for
another 5k.
Yeah. And then we'd come back, we'd have a challenge, and we logged it then, and we were good shape then. But then when you move off and end up going to jobs and whatever, meet girls, and then you just kind of get things slow down a bit, and you drift a bit and lose focus, and you just kind of get into the whole just kind of work and
chilled out
type, chill out and enjoy
comfort zone.
And
Comfort zone
drifts on for too long.
Yeah, comfort eating.
Yeah, and just that.
The sofa gets too comfortable.
Lifestyle. Yeah.
The fire's on. The sofa's like, oh, the sofa has.
And you fast forward like 10, 20 years, and you're like, jeez, what's happened?
But let's talk about that a wee second. The competition in the uni, physique, everything else. You want to look good. You want to feel good. That's a massive part. And then I see this a lot. And then you leave uni, go to home, you go into work lifestyle kicks in. You get the job, the job you went to uni for so many years to get. And you're like, right, okay, got the job now what?
Yeah.
You end up sitting on the sofa, you're like, right, okay, the Chinese is only like an app away. You just click.
At the weekend. You
click in the app, you're like, the Chinese is at the front door, the beers are in the fridge. This is what I've been working for.
Yeah.
Like, this is the lifestyle, and then you realise 3 or 4 years later, hold on a minute, I can't keep this up.
10 years later.
10 years later. Yeah.
And you end up and you're like, how did I get this? When you're a few stone heavier.
Yes.
At least a few stone heavier, from what you were at.
We'll just bring up a photo too of you were starting. You actually were training raving hard here too whenever you started with me. Right or wrong, Stuart?
Yeah, I wasn't at a point of training, and it just kind of helps.
So you were training hard here, like, it's not to say you were...
It's bad light there, come on.
It's not to say, like, you had I seen a lot of potential. That's why I was like, right, this can be done in 5 months. 100%.
I always kind of shift in decent weight, but it's just my core and stuff.
You've got the V-taper, you've got everything there, the shoulders, the back, arms, like, and that's a cool photo. We can leave that one up, right? Like that one. And you had everything there. You were training hard whenever before you started with me. You were training hard. You were in the gym consistently. I seen you in the gym consistently, and you were like, right, I want to put the hammer down. So like that first photo shoot, I don't know. I need to get another photo off you. Maybe you have 2 years before you started with me, or. I don't know. But that photograph, like, you're in good shape. So it took us 4 months really with the hammer down to really achieve that physique. And as we say, the lifestyle, it sets in, like, the habits, the bad habits,
It's so easy.
Yes, so easy to sit. What made you like? What day made you? I know you were training before, but what made you really like? I need to do something here.
I think that's just kind of reevaluating, kind of where I was at. I kind of gone through a lot of kind of changes and stuff the last few years, and I was like, kind of got myself in a better position with myself, in work and kind of life. But I was kind of like, alright, I really want to keep going down this route and making things better for myself.
Make things happen for you.
Yeah, and just see, have a better relationship with myself and
Yes.
look after myself better, care for myself better, because I hadn't been, in the sort of past as much.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like I need to start, keep doing these things that are positive for me, looking after myself. Because if I don't feel good, then it's
gonna go the other way.
Yeah, it goes way the other way, and it's like, no, I can't go back down that route. I need to keep going forward, and training's always helped me clear my head.
Yes.
From everything. It's just like a good positive thing. Like it's can't not. It's just natural. You're out training. It's like going out for a walk in sunlight and daylight and things like that.
You've got that good feeling from training.
I always feel better from training. Yeah, you feel stronger and you feel good about it.
And you've always had that from a young age.
Yeah, I think it just started. Yeah, it's always from sort of uni and stuff with me.
And have you played any team sports and then growing up, or?
Do you know what? See, when I grew up, I never used to play a bit of. I used to do rugby and like football and stuff.
Yeah.
I used to skateboard when I was younger.
Yes.
That was more my
thing.
I used to like skate for years and like skate parks and ramps and stuff, and then street skating.
Yeah.
So I kind of done that for years, all the way up to before I came, went to uni.
Yeah.
So that was my kind of thing. Yeah. And then when I went to uni, it was kind of
gym.
It was a lot of partying. But
a lot of partying.
I actually live next to a gym sort of complex, sports complex, and there was another place locally. It was a swimming pool and sauna steam in there.
Yes.
So we used to use
them.
Those, and that was great. And it was like good buzz. We do a bit of training, and then we go out weekends.
Do training before, get the t-shirt muscles, Stuart.
Aye. So we do that. But it was good. It was a good buzz because a whole load of us would do the training.
So 100%. No, you can see, like, I can see obviously the viewers watching this will know your lifestyle. Like I see you every other day in the gym and putting on your training, putting on your sessions, and then hence why we get the physique, we get the results. What makes it so important, just for the viewers too, but really for me to understand as well, from a client perspective, what makes it so important to you to keep the consistency? What's the most important part to keep the consistency?
In terms of just
for your own yourself, like for you.
It's literally like what you said is for myself. If I need it for me, it resets me, it clears my mind. I spend a lot of time because I'm just working in the house and working my own all the time.
Yeah.
Living and just working in the same space.
Yes.
So it clears my head of a lot of just noise.
Yeah.
And nonsense. Or not nonsense, but just stuff.
Gives you clarity.
Yeah. And stuff. If I need to deal with anything, or I'm overthinking something, or I can just go to the gym and it just clears my head and I feel better. And things, it just resets everything.
If I'm doing cardio or any same sort of stuff, it just does that for me. For me, it benefits me in so many ways. And it's something I kind of leaning into more when I sort of realised that.
Yes.
Or I kind of knew it in the past, but then I sort of fell off a bit, and then I was like, once I got back on that kind of path, I was like, no, this works for me.
Yeah.
And
it's finding what works
for me. Yeah.
You know what works for you now. You always did, but you just like taking that wee bit more action and towards yourself and looking after, as you say, self-care.
I need to do it, and it makes me feel better about everything.
Yes.
Like just as makes me a kind of better person.
Yeah.
If I'm feeling good about myself and looking after myself.
Yeah.
And just it's a kind of my baseline. If I'm looking after myself.
It's a non-negotiable.
Non-negotiable. And if I'm looking after myself, I can be a better person to others as well.
So tomorrow, if there was no gym tomorrow, like if we were not, like, we don't want to talk about this because jinx us. Like if there was another lockdown, like close the doors, that's it
Yeah.
for like 3 weeks, as they said at the start. But like, how massive is that for you as well? Like, because you are one of the members. You know, I mean, this is a big part of your lifestyle. It's a big part of my lifestyle, but it's like for the members, how important is this to have to be in your life? Coaching, training, nutrition, accountability, social aspect.
Yeah, I mean it's super important for me. You know, it's just an essential part of life. I think training. It's like you have to eat, you have to breathe,
Yeah.
you have to sleep, but you have to move and look after yourself that way, physically. So it's as important as all those other. You know, without if you're not strong, you're not healthy and that fit or able to do. You know.
Yeah, you can't carry out your day-to-day routine without it.
It improves your life, improve your sleep.
Yeah.
You know, improves your appetite. If you're training and stuff, you can improve your appetite. It improves your sleep. You get a good night's sleep. If you're out for a walk in the hills, come back, you're about lights out for sleep, and it improves your mood. You know, you feel good, and you much better, positive mindset as well.
100%. Like everything is working off each other. Your work benefits from your physical, your mental health, your training benefits from your work. Because whenever you want to get out of it, it's like, let's get out of this for an hour or two, go for a walk, and come back into it in a better mindset, and you can get more done. Or sometimes whenever you're sitting there just in front of it, the actual progress that you're making is minimal.
Yeah.
The productivity.
That's it. You need to live as well. So it's like I'm conscious. I'm sitting in front of a computer all week.
Yes.
Monday to Friday, and sometimes weekends. I'm like, I haven't been anywhere. Or I haven't
seen anybody.
Seen anything or seen anybody. You know, I haven't seen my neighbours.
Yeah.
So it's like there's so much to explore, so much to see. It's like I just need to get in the car and go somewhere.
Yeah.
And just get out. And just enjoy. And it's like it's such a buzz just be able to go out, jump in the car and go somewhere and just chill you've not been before and just relax. It's like going on holiday. It's basically for me. It's like creating mini holidays for myself just to go away and get away from everything. And you do. It's like going on holiday when you go somewhere else. All the stuff that used to worry you at home or whatever's going on at that point in time
disappears.
And you're like, you know, you can go away for a weekend somewhere and you're like, why was I worrying about that?
Yeah.
Or why was I worrying about them or this or, and you come back and you can deal with it much more clear in your head. You're like, right, okay, when I get back I just do this and not let it bother me. But if you're just stuck in that whole
cycle,
you're just like, but it's not important when you get away for 2 minutes, you know.
Yeah, it's just the upgraded mindset each time. And I just wanted to talk really about the actual achievements, like your PBs. Like there's a lot of that has been upgraded since you started.
Yeah. Because
we like to push for that wee bit extra. So how do you find the actual training side of that there, the accountability, that push to get that wee bit extra? I know we haven't had a few PBs because we haven't even talked about it. You went through an operation after the first photo shoot, about 2 or 3 weeks after it.
Yeah, do you know what was? Do you know when? I think it was the 20th or 22nd December that week last year.
Yeah.
So I kind of found it. I think it was like end October or November.
So Stuart noticed he had a hernia.
Yeah.
On December, which we done the photo shoot in October. Is that right?
Yeah, I think I got into November or something like that.
End of October, I think. It was just the end of October, and then noticed that you had a pain, and you were like, right, I'm going to go get this looked about. Chilled out with the training a wee bit, and we don't know what brought it on. When did you realise it?
I'm not sure. I think whenever I cut weight and stuff, and then I just kind of noticed it one day, and I could see it popping in and out. It's like, oh, it looks like a hernia. Yeah.
And you went through the operation.
It wasn't even painful, but it was there, and I was like, I don't want to blow it out.
Yeah.
Make it bigger, make it worse.
Make it worse.
You can't. They don't repair, so I had to get this.
You had to get the net on. You get the net on.
Yeah, they just put a mesh in.
And then they sewed it up.
So it's like open surgery, and they open it, cut it, whatever.
So what was the lead time from you found out to you got that done?
I think it was only 6-8 weeks or something.
6-8 weeks.
I said
you went privately.
Yeah.
I'd say it's months, maybe a year.
Went to the doctor in Dungiven. He was like, "Yeah, it's hernia, and he's like, you'll not get that on the NHS for years, especially with the
Years.
thing. He was like,
No, I
if you
know.
have private cover,
Get it.
get it done straight away.
Yeah.
So just went to Ballykelly and
Got done
got it
8
set.
weeks.
Yeah, and it would have been sooner, but they couldn't. There was 1 week.
Christmas.
He can do it. It was actually the Christmas week. He got it done. 4 days before Christmas.
Right. Aye, well, and then you had you got it done like, so it took 6-8 weeks from you noticed you got it done, pretty private healthcare obviously, and then post we were coaching through it the whole way through it, but we were like just chill and take your time, coast through it, working your nutrition, your sauna sessions. Very light.
Yeah, they sort of said like 3 months do not lift.
Yeah, anything heavy.
Literally.
So we worked very light stuff.
So they were like, after a period of time, they were like, you can do cardio. And a lot of the time when I spoke to the surgeon, he was like, a lot of our customers, our clients, or patients, whatever, they're always people that are older.
Yeah.
So they don't do anything apart from walk.
Aye.
It's like, because I was like, can you do this? Can you do this?
They couldn't really
can you
give
do
you.
jiu-jitsu? And he's like, I don't know. Nobody's asked me all these questions.
Aye.
He's like, what? He's like, and there's nobody on any studies on
the repair of
strength
it.
and repair.
Yeah.
And when it turned out after they got the surgery, it was like it was congenital, so it means it was already there from when you were like
Young.
developed as a baby.
Yeah.
So there was like a
tear.
It's not even a tear. It's like So whenever things go down, it's like a passageway and it doesn't seal completely. So it means there's like a kind of gap, and that gap is where stuff it's a bit weaker and
there can push out
through the fascia.
Yeah.
And he said it's fairly common, so it was already there from like genetic.
Yeah, from a young age.
Yeah, so it wasn't even that. He's just with the probably things with training and getting older. And it's like things. Yeah, because my father just saying he'd done it. He did both of them done a couple years previous to that, but he was obviously a bit older.
Yes.
But he somewhere.
So basically, they were telling you, we don't know. We don't have anybody that comes in that wants to like go and train 2 weeks after they get an operation. So like, work it out yourself.
Yeah.
Basically.
So I think I asked him loads of stuff like surfing, horse riding, jiu-jitsu.
Swimming. You probably go swimming.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, swimming.
Swimming or like walking. Do a lot of walking.
Yeah.
It depends. If you go walking with me, man, you might get in here now going walking with me sometimes. Some of the places we go. You done a couple of walks with me too. They were good. That one up in the Glen Shane was good.
Yeah,
I done that a few weeks ago, and I found the river, on the top of Glen Shane, I found the river. I found the waterfall. Did you see it all? No.
It looks amazing. I've never seen it.
You seen my video?
Yeah.
And under the river, it was cool, like. But it's actually a good place to go, but I wouldn't advise going. It's very dangerous.
Never seen it.
Very steep and it's dangerous. Like, it's very dangerous. So I wouldn't advise anybody to go. Just Google the pictures and look at them in Google. It's the same thing. And plus, I went a couple of weeks ago. It's the middle of December and it's cold. So you done that, and then we went back into light training. And then we were like getting things going again.
Yeah.
Things were going good, and you were like, right, when's the next photo shoot? And then that's whenever we done this one.
Yeah, because you were just asking, and I was like, yeah, sure. Because I'd done it before, and I was like, let's do this. And I just give me a chance to improve on what I'd been doing the year before.
What's the biggest improvement you've seen in yourself? I really like that one.
I think from last time I just wanted to have more fun as well.
Yeah. Cause you want to enjoy it.
Yeah, and just I felt more relaxed actually this time. That was kind of.
Your physique looks.
I enjoyed it last time.
Relaxed.
This time I felt more relaxed. I was more relaxed throughout the whole thing.
You're definitely more relaxed with your check-ins. Like the conversations were like everything's going good. And I was like cool, and it was like everything's going good this week. Just what are you thinking to do? And it was like keep everything the same.
Yeah, and I think with planning, I had a better idea from the first time where I'd got down to. I was like amazed the first time, the changes, and then from the second time, when I planned it out on my board, that whiteboard thing. So So as a certain, say it was 10 or 12 weeks,
Yeah.
it's kind of feel like I'm already there from the
There.
last point. So for those last few weeks,
You were
I was
definitely
more chilled out.
4 weeks out. You were where you were at the last photo shoot.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
I felt like you were like, look, you're there, but you can get better.
Yeah.
You're ready, but we can get better. Like we had 4 weeks, and I was like, this is the same physique, if not a bit fuller. I thought you looked full a lot. I thought you definitely looked fuller, and I don't feel like the time off made a massive difference because you didn't put on much body fat. Definitely not.
No, it was kind of slow putting on. I was kind of careful going into
Operation,
when I did
yeah,
the operation. I was like, "Do you know what, I'm going to keep as lean as possible."
yeah.
It's in the same like kind of
Recomp out of it.
sort of stomach, and I was like, that needs to be like super lean, so they can just cut in,
Yeah.
do the work, and then stick it back together again, type of thing. You know, so it's like this has to go as smooth as possible.
Yeah, and yeah. Whenever the last time, obviously I wasn't here for the second one. I was away to a retreat, and I wanted to be here. I was like messaging Siobhan. How did that day feel? The second time round compared to the first time round.
I definitely enjoyed the first round, but it was much more relaxed this time round. I just kind of spoke to myself and just like, just enjoy it, there's no panic.
Yeah.
And I was like kind of buzzing because it was like, yeah, there's areas I'd put more work in that
Yeah.
way to kind of, they say, kind of thicken out. And I thought I was looking kind of stronger. And
You're looking thicker,
I
leaner.
felt stronger even at that point, you know, in the last day, because it was, you kind of lean out, but I was like, I still feel like super.
Yeah.
I feel pretty strong.
We didn't cut as low as we did the first time round.
Oh,
We didn't cut as hard or as low in the calories. We actually kept the calories pretty moderate.
yeah.
This time round, it was like, there's something happening here, which meant like you just put on more lean muscle. I thought that your body had more lean muscle about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it was funny, because actually on the last week I was a lighter weight than I was the year before.
Yeah.
I didn't look it,
Yes.
because I was like, it's amazing.
Yeah.
It's really the lightest I've ever been in.
Ever. Well.
Yeah, it was like over 20 years.
Yeah.
It's like, but I was
And how did that make you feel that day? Like, how were you feeling that day? Like,
I was buzzing. I had a good time. Like, it was
it makes
super,
all the
it
work.
was super relaxed,
Yeah.
and I just had fun. And
Chilled.
it was
think-
just a day for myself, just to enjoy getting and playing around with pictures and different kind of stuff.
Oh, you definitely. You were excited to do the photo shoot because you had a few more ideas too. Like tell us about this one.
Yeah, I just wanted to have fun with. I kind of like a bit of gaming and stuff, so it's just kind of props out of like a game Destiny. So that gun it's just like basically a gun out of that game, and there's a lot of, you can use like sort of space magic stuff,
Yeah,
abilities in the game. So it was.
I've never seen I've seen a lot of photo
So
shoots.
it's kind of like when you pick your character selection screen. It's kind of depending what character you have. There's one with sort of magic type stuff. So that was basically the same idea. That's where I kind of got the idea from.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to have fun.
That is cool, like, and it's different because it's nice to do. Like, I like that one too, the double image.
Yeah, I thought my back looked a lot better this time.
Yeah, your back did.
Chest and stuff, and these two pictures are look more solid than that one. Yeah,
You'd almost look like a grew, like
Aye.
thicker.
I look much thicker.
You're a lot thicker. That was your first one there, like.
Like I like those ones. Like they look super lean.
Yes,
That
but you're
one
the same
especially.
weight, and I think a lot more dominant. That was your first one.
Yeah,
Like, you're super lean there, but I think you're more dominant. You look just more fuller. You know what?
I done a lot more work in my arms and
Back,
kinda
chest.
all round. I was
Everywhere.
trying to be, and just kind of max them out in my own sessions as well.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good to see a year's change too. Like, what's it going to be like in 3 years? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just from there. Yeah, it's cool.
It's just kind of thinking, as I get older as well, it's let's get better as I get older. Let's not go the other way. Let's
Yes.
make yourself better every year in some way. And I was like, this is a good thing.
100%.
It's
The
like-
photo shoots are good goals. Plus, you went to the leadership program. You were at. Did you do one of them or two of them?
I can only get to the one. I
one.
was working the second.
So what achievements did you set that day, or what did you find that day? Obviously, the leadership program's another course that I run, but most of my clients go on it because it's. I don't know. What do you feel was the biggest one from that?
I think it was just kind of about an open mind. I wasn't sure what
Yes.
it was going to be like, but it was nice to hear different people's perspectives.
Yeah.
You know, they were all in different scenarios or different jobs and different, you know, maybe places in life, different age groups, but they all had sort of different. They all had different scenarios going on and, you know, questions around those, but they kind of tied in. You could always, it was something you can relate to.
Yeah.
From that, pretty much everybody, and sort of take ways to sort of deal with that or kind of work that from.
What did you leave that day like? I'm gonna do this to move forward.
I think for me it was like making decisions about things, about planning and making like good decisions.
Yeah.
Decisions that work for me. Like, I think a lot of the time you're always thinking about other people
Yes.
all the time. What can I do for them?
That's why we talked about this in the leadership program.
So I think for me it was like, do you know what? Like if I don't make good decisions for myself, then why am I making all these decisions or for other people or doing things for other people? I need to start making
What can work
decisions
for you?
me, yeah, and then cutting stuff off if I don't need it. It's
Yeah.
not working for me. Just don't
Take it out.
invest any more time in it, or just take it out. If I'm in a better position myself, then I'm in a better position to help other people then,
Yeah.
but not before then.
And is there anything that you believe that you have done in your life now in this past 2 years that you wouldn't have done without the coaching? Apart from the photo shoots.
I think it was just getting to myself into a better relationship with myself and just getting out and it was an opportunity as well just to go out and start training with groups.
Yes.
You know, being around with other people and just kind of training with different people because it's hard sometimes if you just go to the gym your own training all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's good to be able to do that, but it's also good, I think the group training is useful for that as well.
Social
for me.
side.
Yeah.
And you've met a lot of people through the group trainings.
A
lot of ones.
great.
Yeah. The group trainings are like different level, and it's good community. It's good social building, and obviously we've got the online groups.
Yeah.
Then you know the people. Whenever you see them all, you know them. Obviously their names on Facebook, and then they're on the Zoom calls. The Zoom calls are like, they're good. They go. Sometimes they're like 30 minutes. Sometimes they're like 2 hours.
Zoom calls are good. Yeah, I mean I found it good because it was like it felt like a community and everybody was supporting you. So I thought that was a great thing.
Yes.
Everybody's like super supportive, and even if you come into the gym, people are friendly and they're super supportive of what you're doing and you know how you get on and that kind of thing, and it's nice.
Yeah.
You know, people are just genuine and nice.
It's not a.
Because you kind of like sometimes I just get in a tunnel and it's just work.
Yes.
And it's just it's hard to see anything out of that. You're just like in a tunnel working.
Yeah.
Especially that you're working in the same place every day.
And then whenever you
I don't
pop
see
your
anybody.
head
I'm
out.
not in an office anymore, so working in my own in the house.
Yeah.
There's days I don't even speak to anyone on the phone because I don't need to speak to anybody.
Email everybody.
Yeah, I kind of work my own. Some
Yes.
self-autonomous or whatever. You know, I have stuff I need to do, so I just work on it.
Yeah.
I'm not necessarily working in a team.
Yes.
I am some things, but
Yeah. So you're isolated in a lot of your work,
yeah.
and then
We have a team, but I have projects and stuff I'm working on that nobody else is on.
yes.
So it kind of get weird at times.
It's like, is there anybody out there?
Yeah.
I understand what you mean. It's very like being an entrepreneur, like me. I'm working on stuff, and I'm like, does anybody really give a fuck?
Yeah.
You know, like, what's this all for?
Gets like at times like Jesus. I'm like,
Yes.
it's like that. There's a scene in Lost TV show.
Uh-huh.
There's a guy in a bunker who has to press the button on the computer. He thinks the world's going to end, but he doesn't know what's going to happen if he doesn't press the button. He has to press it like every hour. The alarms go off, and he's like, I have to press this. And then
But what does
these
happen?
people turn up, and he's like, "No, you have to press it," and they don't. They're like, "What happens? We don't know." But it feels like that sometimes.
But did he not press it right?
No, he had always pressed the button because he wasn't sure what would happen. I can't remember now. What happened?
What's that? I must watch that because
Lost.
it's lost.
Kind of trippy, but
Aye, so that's sort of sometimes you're like, well, if I don't open the front door, there's nobody out there. Yeah.
yeah,
You know, if I don't open the door, there's nobody there.
it gets kind of weird like that. Yeah.
Aye.
So
I understand
like
what
for
you mean.
my mental health is like I have to get out and just I'll go up to the shop and get a drink.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go up to the shop, get a drink, and then head to the gym.
Go up to the
May
shop.
not be anybody at the gym, but
Let's go to the shop and get a drink and make sure there's people, and then we may go to the gym after that. Yeah.
But it might not be anybody in the gym, but it's like it's just the fact that you just
A
get
change
out,
environment,
you
change
get
of
out in
energy,
that environment, yeah.
better
You
energy,
need to do
upgrading
that.
your energy. Let's go back and go into the bunker again.
But it's like work at home or working a job 7 days a week and not
Doing
or not
anything
doing
else.
at the weekend.
Yes.
There's like
What's the point?
or lying in your bed hungover at weekend or something. It's just wasting time.
A lot of people will get this because there is a lot of people sitting all week in the house at the minute and working from home, and that's it.
And you need found as well, like to myself, is like you need to live every day, not for the weekend as well.
Yeah.
Like I've never kind of used to live for the weekend years ago, but when you kind of start work and it's like, oh, I have to work. Whereas now I'm like, I'm just making work for me.
Yeah.
So I make decisions.
Enjoy every day as
I'm
it
making
comes.
decisions. Yeah, at lunchtime, like this is my time. 12 o'clock, half.
Yeah,
12.
go to the beach whenever you want to go to the
Yeah,
beach.
go to the beach or I'll go down to the park with the dogs. Or I'm going out.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm not taking calls for an hour.
Yeah.
An hour and a couple hours.
And then go and get a Chinese whenever you want to and be
Yeah.
like, yeah, that's cool. Jump on the bike the next day and let's go at it again.
Still got the weekend to do stuff, but
Yeah.
enjoy Monday to Friday. Don't. So for me, I make a point like I'm going out. Maybe I'll go to cinema or something. Just
Yeah. Chill out.
but take
Downtime.
that time because it's
So what? Before we end it, wrap it up. What's next, Stuart? What's next for Stuart? Are we trying to put on 2 stone of muscle here, or what's what's next? Have you thought about that yet?
Yeah, I was having to think last week or two. I kind of like that shape I was in for this photo shoot. So I just kind of went and bank on that and building that. I kind of like being leaner and kind of keeping athletic, but I like being strong as well and just having
Yeah.
kind of muscle thickness and stuff.
Yeah. So build up the strength, keep the condition, and
Yeah.
just keep working on it.
Yeah, just keep working on it and kind of firm everything up a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just kind of feels good and looks good, so I'm like kind of happy with that kind of look.
Yes.
Kinda
Just thicken the muscles up a bit, shoulders, chest, back, and arms. You've good overall physique. Like there's not many people walking around like that today. Do you know what I mean? So no, I'm really happy with your outcome and your result. I think you are too. It definitely boosts your confidence.
Yeah, I had a blast at that one. And I had a good.
Stephen's good too. Must give
Stephen's
Stephen a
very
shout.
good.
Stephen Black done the 2 photo shoots, and yeah, they were definitely
Yeah, Stephen's great. He just makes everyone super
Comfortable.
Easy. Yeah, and if
Super
you're not used to a
comfortable.
photo shoot or just doesn't matter whether you
yeah.
top off.
There's
or
no
it's
judgment.
It's just you're doing a photo shoot, so you're gonna be. Yeah.
Yes, cool.
He just makes everything really easy and he's super creative as well. Kind of
Well-
explained what I was kind of looking for and he kind of gave us ideas as well. So we just kind of played around with those.
Yeah, you put your heads together and you just come up with some good images.
So
Some
like
great
these
images.
ones are kind of a bit more kind of sci-fi, kind of spacey effects and stuff
Yeah.
with the lighting and things.
So what would you say to somebody before we wrap it up? What would you say to somebody that was in your position before, sort of get into too much of a comfort zone and is like, what do I do? How do you even get started?
I think you just need to have a conversation with yourself and be brutally honest with yourself.
Yeah.
Like that's what I done. Because it's so easy to talk yourself out of stuff. But have a conversation with yourself. What do you want and where do you want to go? And don't think about how or what it's going to take just to get there at that end point. But just make a start and get that stuff working for you. I mean, I was just kind of honest with myself. I kind of know what I can do if I put my mind to anything. But if I don't put my intent, then you can just coast along like every day with everything in life, like work or life or choices and decisions about stuff. Or you just have to make a start. There's days when I can't be bothered, and it's like I'll do one thing.
Yes.
Maybe I'll go to the gym. Might even just be in a sauna some days. I was like, I'm just going to have a sauna because I'm not. Maybe I wasn't in a good mindset.
You're ticking a
that
box,
day,
but
or I was feeling fatigued, or yeah. I was like, I'll do it, or I'll go on the bike maybe with 30 minutes.
yeah. So
But
basically,
it's making that decision and just sticking with it.
committing to yourself.
You have to be honest, because a lot of people are not honest with themselves.
Yeah.
Or you talk. If someone asks you for advice on something and you explain what did you do for this, or
Yeah.
I've had friends and I've said to them, like, oh, I know all that, I know all that, I know all about food.
Yes.
And you're like, well, have you ever done it?
Uh-huh.
I'm like, oh, I know all this, I know all this. They ask you for information, but when you explain it to them, they're like, you try and kind of brush it off because they don't like being told.
What?
Or, yeah, guys don't like being told, or
Yeah.
if your mates and stuff like, oh, I know all that. You don't need to tell me. You're like, well, are you doing it?
Aye.
How much training are you doing?
Yeah.
And they're like how much are you really doing?
Aye. None. I mean, too
it's
many.
called the BS. Like,
Yeah.
how much are you doing? And like, how much are you drinking? Oh, I only drink a few a night, and every night. Yeah, I'll have a few beers. Wind down after work, a few beers. So if only a few.
Add that up.
Whiskey.
Add that up
Every
over
night.
a week,
Every night.
a month.
Yeah.
Add that up over a week and a month.
Yeah.
You know what adds up. So basically, great thing you said was like, be honest with yourself. If you're sitting now and you're not taking action, and you know wholeheartedly you can get this type of result, you know that you can get the result, but you're holding yourself back. It's nobody else. You're holding yourself back against you. And as Stuart says, you have to be honest with yourself first, and then you will start to see changes. You will start to see things happen. You didn't see things happening whenever you were not in the right mind frame, but whenever you got in the right mind frame, you were like, right, now things are happening. I'm going to the gym consistently. I'm going to jiu-jitsu consistently. I've got a coach. These things happen in steps, not all at one time. You got the bicycle, you got the sauna set up, you were consistent with your coaching, you learnt more about nutrition, you done your first photo shoot, and then it's like, right, then I kept going. But if you done your first photo shoot, got the hernia operation and stopped, it could stop there for some people.
Yeah.
But it was like, right, no, I was like, right, like, hernia, that okay, it's fair enough, but like, what's stopping you from coaching? Somebody says to me one time they're going to stop for a month because they had the flu. I was like, you've got the fucking flu. I says, but like, this people, anything at all, sometimes whenever you're in a good cycle, it only takes one thing to knock you back.
I think as well, another thing I've learned from this is, like, I can make excuses as well for myself. That's what I said recently, but so I was like, oh, you're just making excuses. And I was like, no, I think it's got a lot of work on, a lot of stuff on, and I just generally felt like I wasn't in a good place mentally. And I sometimes can get like that, and I'm like, when I get like now, I'm just like, do you know what? I can just I need a time out. I might just don't need to speak to anybody, or I just need to take time out from everything.
Yeah.
And just do something myself. I might just be go for a walk somewhere, watch a bit of TV, but just I just need that time to get back. But I know once I'm back there, I'll be training everyone will be 100%. It's not going to disappear into
thin air.
I'll just be like,
everything's not going to blow up.
I can recognise, or I can walk away from work for an afternoon and say, no, I've got too much, I need to take a time out here. I might go to the gym.
Yeah.
Or I might cancel other things I have planned. But I know it's just, I need that time to get things back together.
Recalibrate.
Again. Yeah. It's just like an off week type thing. But I know I'll get back.
It's like you have to be aware of your energy and your state. If you aren't aware of your own energy and state, nobody else can control that.
Yeah.
And then obviously your triggers, if you're done too long a stint at work, or you didn't get to the gym in 2 days, or you didn't get a sauna session in a week, it's like, right, what's off? What wires do we need to connect here? Or you done 3 nights at work, and you're like, right, okay, done 3 night shifts. Let's just take a break, let's chill out, let's go to bed today.
Yeah.
Like,
and that happens. There's things I'm working all day, then I have work planned that evening.
Yeah.
So maybe working to midnight.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe working from 8 that morning and then working till midnight. And it's like I'm just sitting in front of a computer, but it's like you're just like relaxing because you're stressing out with some problems, sort of problem solving stuff all day.
Yes.
You know, and just sitting on your own trying to work this stuff out. But you might be able to do a few days of that, and then you're like, I just need a time out. I need time out forever. And people like everything.
Everything. Turn off.
Everything. Turn off phone, whatever.
So if you're watching this and you haven't took a time out, we're fun of stuff now, but just take a time out and like recalibrate, go, chill out,
Do something you enjoy.
Do something you enjoy. And if you need a coach, let me know also. And this could be you in 6 months, a year's time. And that's us. We're going to wrap it up there. Again, thanks Stuart for coming on, boss. And yeah, maybe get you on in a year's time and rewind it back.
Awesome. Cheers.
Good man.